Good morning, everyone. It's Kate in the nest time. And yes, I did say morning. So this is an unusual thing. I'm sort of in the middle of the week and the sun is shining and I have some precious time to be at home and making in the sunshine, really. So I wanted to continue to share my progress on the zippered pouch that has been inspired by all sorts of things and especially pink. And while I haven't worked on this since you last saw it, I have actually been working in my head on it. And by that I mean I want to share with you. Um, if you haven't seen my other video, a quick recap is that I wanted to use a stash of brand new fabrics, which I am not quite used to yet. And it was wonderful. So many of you suggested different things, and many of you said, just keep going. And I could have washed them before. So I've picked up all this learning. Thanks for your comments. But I suppose the most interesting thing for me has been that I'm working on my very, very vintage project, big pieces at the moment. And I've been doing that at night. And then I just got up this morning and went into my nest for my very, very vintage. And suddenly I thought I can use some of those pieces in this work, and that will not only make me more comfortable, but I thought it would be worth sharing with you how I find multiple projects actually enriches my work. So in the nest I have, this is a patchwork quilt cover, quite small, that I picked up at the sewing basket last week, and I've put it in some tea. Literally just dipped it in the tea and have dried it, and I'm going to use that on this piece. So the dusty colours. I've been working on this is the lining of my very, very vintage, and I've already put a piece down here. I've brought this over to give it a trial. It might be too bright yet, but we'll leave it in the basket. A little bit of this. So see what is happening, everyone? The bright poppy pink is being mellowed a little, but it's still going to be in the brights. So I'm going to go in the nest, the other nest in a minute, and find some embroideries that we might consider. This is the zipper that'll be on the top. Someone asked me the size, and it is 22 centimeters. The other thing that always features in my work is doilies and this mesh. So I've got that. I'm using that in very vintage. There's my mum's pouch. I've still got the new fabrics in here, and I've still got, I think I was playing with that. So let's get stitching instead of chatting. Okay, we'll catch her breath and ask, oh, and I've gathered some threads. Ask sincerely, how are you? Change of season time is upon us, isn't it? And I know around here, some of us are sneezing all the time, so I just want to preempt that might happen. Yeah, I'm hoping that you are well. Thank you, as I said at the beginning, to so many of you who've commented and encouraged. So before the video started, I was going to share that I want to cut that triangle off. But because I don't like triangles in this work, but it's there. Yeah, I am. So I just want to trim this more into a just straight edge on this side. So we'll tear that, which started to tear the stitching, which also is good. And this bit of yellow. So, in fact, I'm thinking this way now. No, I want this to join be at the bottom, so there's a little bit of this fabric on both sides. I've also bought this. I shared that that I find joy in this fabric because it is already torn and it's got tiny little sequins. So it's not all about the bling, but because I'm using that in very, very vintage, I thought I need to use it here. So this is collaging, but I hope we can get on a fair way. Okay, so here's a piece of strain blanket, and I love the warmth. So let's put that there. I don't really need the blue stripe. I could go over the top of it, but I won't. So let's just make this part up here. It's going to overlap there, and then I'll use this piece down. Oh, now I better just check, everyone. Sorry. Yeah, you can see. So I've just gone blank because I'm just thinking I moved that into a place that I wasn't intending, but that's all right. Let's put that there, and let's pick up some I feel the sneeze coming on, so if you hear that in a sec, just I suppose sympathize with me if you get hay fever. And I know it's turning autumn in the Northern Hemisphere, so I'm hoping that those of you who have been struggling with the heat are feeling that some relief is coming to you as well. Okay, so I'm chatting away, and I'm just going to think of a way of where we're going to start. So I've got pink pearl cotton here. It's a bit puffy, but I don't mind the puffy in this style. I like the blanket. Okay, so I'm going to start over here. We'll go from the other side, but it will be lined. So I'll just do a little double stitch. Now, as many of us are doing the Roxy Girls field notes, I have to say that just before I turned the camera on, I did look out at my blossoms that I'm watching and being inspired by daily, and the tree was suddenly covered by bees, buzzing, 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 more than the other day when I picked my flower. So it's a real sign that, yeah, seasons have changed and it's renewal time. And I was thinking about, because last spring and summer, I was only journaling, and I absolutely love doing that. And I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if I'll do more journaling and less slow stitching in the summer. Does that affect you, or do you do the one thing all the time, non-stop? So this is just me doing very big stitches to get me this piece sewn on, basically. Let's get to there. So that's deliberately. I like that fray bit there. And is there something that we can put on as we go past? So this is, that piece there is going to be on that one. And I wonder if we can go flower to flower, although I don't want to lose all of those. No, maybe not time for that. What else have we got in here? This is more straightforward, and this is, yeah. So we'll just do a little bit of interest there. In fact, let's do it that way. More natural not to have a straight line. So I suppose this is my, I can't remember whether I said I was only going to use the new fabrics. I don't think I did. So I'm free now to do a fusion. Oh, I wanted that one to join with that one. A giant step underneath and just a little one here. And I'll come back and work over that very big stitch I've got there. So because we are here with a bit of thread left over, let's add some interest to this new piece, and we're going to do that by some smaller, it's always relative with me, that one wasn't small, come on Kate, concentrate, a little cantha effect here on the bottom. Where did I want to go? I'll come up here. Oh, the sun's just gone behind a cloud. I wonder if whether you can notice that. Okay, well, now we're going to go over here. And I'm thinking that we might look in the nest of harvest and see what we've got in it. There might be a nice join here. Oh, I love that. I'm going to use that. It's just pink. What sort of colours have we got? We've got some green and some pink and some red. Wildflower. Oh, that might be cute. Or a little rose that's still on its... might be too big. Oh, that's pretty. We might use that one. Just being drawn towards some yellows at the moment. Let's keep... Oh, can you see this? Sorry. It's so big. Look at that one. And here's a bigger one. Oh, and here's a pink. And do I need anything else? It's a good start. So let's just, oh, I've moved that from there, that's okay. Mustn't forget that. All right, so let's have some fun. I'm just going to keep that in place up there. And I know a number of you were interested in my process. This is not the way that everyone does it, but it's just a result of me just sort of stitching along and thinking of things and seeing what happens. So I've got this other little bit of seersucker that I bought back from overseas that I'd like to use on this work. And I'd also like, let's just do a little bit of trim harvesting, we'll call this. I make up words all the time. If I could find my little scissors, that would be easier. And in the meantime, you can just be thinking, now where would you be putting those embroideries? I don't need these big green leaves on here, so I'll save them for a time when I get very much greener. This is an interesting embroidery in that it's very large stitching. Which I like. Feels like such a luxury to be doing this on a spring morning. See, it's just the wrong, if there was maybe a different shade of green, I would have persisted. Tiny bit. Okay, so my spring cleaning continues, and again, that's such a, just makes me feel like I'm getting somewhere. All right, look at this. I think we're going to use this one. I'll just show you a quick, I don't think I've used purple before, but this is, you know, when you have these beautiful flowers around you, they end up just talking to you and finding their right place to nest. Okay, so here I am here. What shape are we going to do this? Because I still want to see roses, and I'm following my, look at that, even without thinking about it, I'm following my flower to flower. And that little bit there. Okay, so that needle just came unpulled. So we'll just use it as an opportunity to, oh, I don't think that's contrasting enough for me. I said I wanted to use Zoe's thread like this. That would be great. I'll just see if I can thread it. Have I got a threader? Oh, let's see. Oh, now I've dropped the needle. Now, we'll just see how it might be be giving myself a big challenge, but we will. That's what this is about. Having fun. Okay, let's see, it's got these really big tufts on it, which makes it incredibly interesting. So take this out. Oh, I don't know why I pulled all of that. So I made it too long to come back through. So I'm going to reuse those and what do I have to do, everyone? Oh, what am I doing? Okay, let's all right. Sorry, I'll use those for couching in a little bit. All right, so we have a thread. This is real life, everyone, isn't it? Yeah, it may not be the right thread for this, I'm thinking, but seeing I've gone through all that effort, I'll just pin this on first. There. And I'll try it here with this thread. And if it's behaving itself, I don't think I can get that through. What a shame. How am I going to get around that? Can I go through one layer? No. Okay. So, what a shame. I'll just leave that threaded there for something else. And that was all about me wanting something with more pop to thread that, to sew that on. But I've got this one. It's got some fluoro green. Oh, that's too short. This is me being tidying up and trying to use every little piece of thread. Okay, let's use that. Okay. Let's thread this one. There we go. So, because I know this is going to be easier, let's just come up under that piece there. Tuck it in. Oh, this feels nice to be doing this. I'm not up to putting the individual embellishments and flowers on my very, very vintage yet, because I've made the hugest vessel that I've ever done, and then I've got a middle-sized one in the middle of it, and then I've turned the pouch into a little, or the travel envelope into a little sort of bag in the center. Like I think I told you I wanted to make a dilly bag. It's not quite a dilly bag, but it's yes, I'm doing a lot of work on that at the moment, and less on these. But I've got a deadline, so once that's finished, I have, yes, another project that I'm going to film and share. So here I've changed to sort of a big stitch. I'm going over the existing stitches with this colour because it's sort of creamy, and I like just following the needle and the thread and just seeing what starts to happen. So I did not plan that, and just in my style. Hi again, everyone. I'm not sure if you heard that little beep, but yeah, mid-sentence or mid-word, my phone told me that the storage was full. And it's just so, it's just makes me wonder, because usually I test and I check, and today I just was so spontaneous thinking I can just do this now. I didn't, and that's what happened. I have learnt how to put 2 videos together finally, so hopefully this just continues to flow. Okay, so we're down. I love these bits where you've got the edge of one fabric and we're going over the top of it, and I feel because this got a lot of bright still to come, we might just continue on this bold journey. Across here, so the orange is starting to come out. Yep. There we go. And big stitch here. I'll do another one here. And what I'd like to do is, this becomes very interesting now because I've got this seam of the quilt top and the crochet, so I want to come down here, and I wonder if we might do like a blanket stitch in here. Oh, actually like a satin. I suddenly just got transported because I was crocheting some flowers yesterday in cotton that was reminded me exactly of this. It is, it's the same pattern as this doily stitch. Oops. So I'm just stitching into the holes. And we'll go a little way over here. Yeah, so I wonder when I'll do some crochet filming. I'm working on, yes, a new pattern back in crochet cotton and a smaller needle to go on, yeah, lots of different pieces. So I've made some big fabric ones. And I want to encourage, so many who've said that they've got their crochet hook out again, and you know, combining the two. Oh, and this nice look. This is the magic that happens. Here's a variegated thread, and just as I get towards this darker, it's gone dark. But it's getting a little bit caught up. I love that. I don't have to do anything. It just becomes interesting for me. I'll do another one closer. again. We might end up making a flower here. Just want to feel like I can feel that gap in between the two, yeah, brown ones. Or purple, they are, really. Yep. So let's make this look more like, so we've got the little center there. Let's make it look like it's a flower in the middle of nowhere. When that's done, it'll have flowers everywhere. Just continue, go until the thread. What do I say? Until the thread runs out. That's probably putting it in shadow, but I'm just going around this little print on the fabric. Oops. One more. Oh, not that big, Kate. Sun's gone again and I haven't got enough light to pull my needle through. So suddenly I've got a giant petal, but that's okay. And why don't we finish it off with a French knot? So up through there. Oh, we mightn't have much to go around. Oh, but I want one. 1, 2. Let's just do 2 around and hope that's enough, because this is only how much cotton I've got. Would have been fun if that was yellow showing, but no. Pull it through. Not much. A little bit of a bump. Okay, so I think that's probably enough for you to see. I'm going to continue working on this because I just loved that session. And I'm sure next time when you see it, that space will be gone. There will be some fringe. Let's just cover up the, I don't want that because I've used it. What else have I got? I've used that over there. That's the new piece. Oh, a little bit more stripe we need, especially on this side. It'll look completely different, but this is just how you get the ideas. No, I thought that was, I'm going to have some of this. You could maybe come to join there. And yeah, let's leave that as the missing part of the puzzle, but I hope that's given you some inspiration. So I can't stop. I want that little orange flower there. So let's that's got to be on this piece somewhere, as does some of that. Okay. I'm not even going to put my nest away because I'm so happy, and there's another bit of grey thread. Until next time, stay well, wishing you happiness, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Kate in the Nest saying bye for now.